All right, y'all. City, state, country. City, state, country. Where you tuned in from? Let me know. Hey, good evening. Hey, 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 everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. I got a lot going on. Huh? Yeah, for y'all should be fine. Got a lot going on tonight. Hey, thank you. Sunkiss is already supported. I appreciate you. City, state, or country if you're not from America, where you're tuning in from. Tucson, Flint, Michigan. Thank you so much. Hey, hey, Agnes. Good to see you. Philadelphia, Tucson, Terrell, Texas, Houston. Moonchild for sure. If you know, you know. A lot of people don't know nothing about Moonchild. So I definitely would love to go to a Moonchild concert. I think that is the perfect Moonchild concert is the perfect vibe for me to be at with my hand around somebody's daughter. My hand around somebody's daughter's waist at the concert. City, state, country. Durham, North Carolina. Oh, Lord, not Duke. Lord. Huntsville. Hey, Brother Jonathan. Good to see you. Boston, Massachusetts. Charlotte, Washington, D.C. Thank you. Miss Ray Sunshine. Mahogany. Thank you so much. Alameda, California. All right. Scottsdale. That's it. That's all we got tonight. Napa, California. I appreciate you. Did I see South Africa? I think I did. Yep. And just couldn't sleep. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way from South Africa, Connecticut. Thank you. Hey, Naomi. I appreciate you. Atlanta. What's up, Brother O'Neill? Boston. Yeah, I'm going to do some content shifts. I got to really pivot. Some of you are asking about YouTube content. I'm about to go long form there. There's a lot of people stealing on social media. It's wild. Sumter, South Carolina. We have to go overseas to see Moonchild because they don't come this way. Yeah, like that's crazy. I heard they don't come here a lot, but I'm gonna have to get there. I want to see Moonchild live. I don't care where I gotta fly. Denver, thank you so much. Camden, Mississippi, appreciate you. Hey Kenya, good to see you. SoCal, appreciate you. From Vegas tonight. All right. Thank y'all for your patience tonight. I had a little family situation, emergency somewhat, and had to make sure that my people were good, and they did the right thing to call me and to call all of her relatives while she's out of town, but everything is okay. And so I had to tend to some things, and literally, I have not been able to do much of anything in terms of prep tonight. So if it feels like I'm just sliding into the show, it is because I am. I am. So give me a second to just kind of gather my bearings. I may have to stop and respond to some messages because I'm expecting to hear back from a family member just to make sure that everything is okay. Text me when you. And so thus we're a little bit later tonight than normal. But this is what it's all about, family first. And a problem has going on. No, when she's there. All right. And so this is what it's about, family first. And so I appreciate you all This does not mean I'm going to be gentle tonight. I'm going to absolutely clean house tonight. This is going to be fun. Um, ain't no breaks tonight. I'm putting my feet on as many necks as I can. Because as I was saying earlier, there's a lot of thievery going on social media. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm shadow banned on TikTok. So those of you that are tuning in on TikTok, you're not seeing my content. My content is now getting about 900 views per video, and this is with over 330,000 followers on TikTok alone. Instagram is not in the algorithm as well. And so some of you have been writing out, Doc, are you still posting? I am. I'm just not in the algorithm for whatever reason. And the irony of all of this is that it sucks because this is tour time. And so this is where I need between all of the networks, I have about 1.4 million followers, and I really need all of them to know about this. And so this is not the greatest time not to be in the algorithm or to be shadow banned, but it is what it is. All right. And so this is why you all liking the video, tuning in, sharing the video matters. But again, a lot of thievery on Lord knows, especially Instagram and Facebook. It's wild. And so I'm going to have to start shifting my format to my stuff to YouTube and going long form podcast style. I've got a load of questions lined up. And my intention as I'm catching my breath from traveling about the last 6 days is to get there by this weekend and start doing some things. I've got a lot of content to record this weekend, and so it's what it is, but no complaints. Let me just say thank you to all of you for your support, especially my subscribers. Kudos to you. Let me shout out all of the subscribers for your consistent support of my work. I simply cannot say thank you enough. And I'm very appreciative for the love that you show me in this space. There we go. If I can get my soundboard to work right. I'm very appreciative of the love you show me in this space. And good. Hold on one second, y'all. Family members just text back, and I just gotta make sure she's good. All right. Never a problem. Love you, and we'll check on you after live. Let me know if you have any check in problems. All right. All right, I'm good. I'm in a better place now. They're very good. Everything is set. Yeah, and so but everything is well with that, and I appreciate your patience tonight. Just, family first. Had to take care of it. And if I had needed to cancel, I was just going to cancel tonight. But just thankful for my dad and my brother and myself and my very smart nephew and nieces to help put some things out. And so everything is good. So let's get into this. I want to thank again all of my subscribers. Let's get some background. Let's get some background lights going here. I want to thank all of my subscribers for your support. We were not live this Monday. We'll be back live this Monday coming up for the last night of Ask Me Anything for the month of March. And so if you have not subscribed, do that right away. I'm going to have to really start making a shift. Mondays are lives only for subscribers, Patreon and Instagram. Thursdays for everybody. And I'm going to have to make a shift as I said earlier, because I'm just not in the algorithm for whatever reason. And it's been great content, probably some of the best content I've done in terms of the client stories. They've been amazing. And I got some coming up next week that are just out of this world. But you can't control the algorithm, and we're not going to get thirsty for content. We're going to do what we've been called to do, and that's it. I don't really care about views. I care more about effectiveness, but I do want to get the word out about this tour, and I'm struggling with that, not being in the algorithm. And so you all don't even realize, just taking the flyers on my pages and sharing it, when you don't have some special promotion company or big sponsors behind you, you all doing this on the ground for me goes a long way. And so I know Desiree, who is my site coordinator in Houston, that's coming up in 2 weeks. And then the team in DC, which is coming up in about a month and a half, I know they would all appreciate you all supporting and sharing those flyers. So please make sure you do that. All right. It will go a very, very, very long ways. And especially again with just the shadow ban stuff, I don't get it. I haven't done anything, I don't believe, but probably a lot of people have reported my content because I piss a lot of people off. So it's life. I don't care. I piss a lot of people off, and that's just what it is. IG is even saying that I have a waiting list to subscribe, which is wild because they even try to cap my subscribers. This isn't the first time I've had a waiting list, and so I don't understand what the waiting list is about. But I'm going to check into that tomorrow. It doesn't make sense to put people on a waiting list. But again, these are things I just can't control. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I just know that when good things are happening for you, crazy things start happening around you, right? And that's just something that I think we all should pay attention to. It's a life lesson. That anytime you are going to a higher space, expect chaos to go on around you. And this is why it's so critically important that you check the people around you, that you make sure you have the right people around you, and the people that are going to support you at higher altitudes. It's so important. Everybody cannot sit in first class. And I'm going to talk about that tonight. Everybody can't sit in first class. So it's important that you have the right people around you. So if you want to support me tonight, they're very easily two ways. Number one, like the video and share the video. All right. And so right now we've got just under 400 people on the line. We'll get this up to 800 or 900, hopefully in about 20 minutes. So there are two things you can do to support. Number one, like and share the video. I need everybody to hit the like button, hit the share button. If it's the kite on your network, if it's the whatever share button, it doesn't matter. Just hit that. Number two, support the show. The ways to support the show should be on the screen shortly. And I want to encourage you to do that. Your support goes a long ways to helping us continue to do the message. And you buy me a salad and lunch every now and then. So I really appreciate your support in doing this. Many of you call this your free therapy counseling session every week, and it is that. And so I certainly hope that you will support the show. I've got other announcements, but I want to get right into it because we are behind. I cannot do a part 4 next week. Ain't no part 4. This is it. So we got to get it in tonight. Ain't no part 4. I need everybody to share after you've let me know the city, state, or country that you're tuned in from, and let's get into it. I want you to put in the chat tonight's topic. It's part 3. Your greatest relationship problem, they're just like you. Would you do that for me? Your greatest relationship problem, they're just like you. If If you don't have a journal, you need it. If you don't have blank paper, you need that too. I'm going to try to get you a diagram tonight. If not, we're going to just chalk it up to the game and maybe do it at another time. But I got to get right back into this masculine, feminine energy stuff. People have asked me, Doc, why do you talk about masculine, feminine energy so much? The reason I do is because in relationships, it tends to be one of the greatest culprits to whether or not two people can connect and mesh. The reality is that if the person who is supposed to have the dominant masculine energy does not show up in their energy, and the person who's supposed to have the dominant feminine energy does not show up in their energy, you have mental and emotional chaos. Mental and emotional chaos. And so this is why I talk about this, and this is why it's one of the most popular live topics that I do, because I think people slowly realize that the extent to which the energies are in congruence or polarity is the extent to which you're going to have peace and harmony in relationships. I don't care what you say. Two masculine energies in a relationship ain't gonna make it. Oh my God. Two masculine energies in a relationship will not make it. And it doesn't mean that the man has to be the masculine and the woman has to be the feminine. I've seen relationships where the woman is the masculine and the man is the feminine, and it works because you have polarity. But if you are a man and desire to be the masculine energy and you're with a woman who has a masculine dominant energy, good luck. Good luck. Or if you're a woman that desires to be dominant and feminine energy and you're with a man who has a dominant feminine energy, good luck. Thus, you see in this space that these connections don't work because the people you're trying to engage with are literally just like you. And so we're gonna deal with this, and we're gonna put a bow around all of this tonight. But that's my goal, right? And we talked about last week. One of my favorite clients, she's 62, she's getting flued out to another country. She's getting flued out to an African country for 30 days because she showed up at an event in this country, not doing too much, being her natural feminine self. And the man that approached her looked beyond all the women that were twerking and went to her. Oh my God. I think social media has really messed this up from a masculine and a feminine perspective, because social media really has put out some false narratives about what it means to be masculine and what it means to be feminine. And masculine and feminine energy is and is not a lot of things. Many of you think that masculine energy is a dude having big muscles that's mean, that cusses you out. It might be toxic masculinity. That's not masculinity. Masculinity is things like emotional control, the ability not to allow men, or those of you with dominant masculine energies, the ability not to allow life and life circumstances to shake you so much that you lose your cool, so much so that everybody else around you panics because you no longer become the source of strength, but you are just as reckless as everything around you. And many of you are claiming a masculinity based on how you look and going to the gym and making money. And it's low level. Oh my God. It's Coach C32C with the Biscoff cookies and the cold peanuts. Ain't nothing masculine about going to the gym every day, making great money, but you can't even control your little attitude. You don't have the emotional control to not easily lose your temper or lose yourself when something goes bad. And y'all calling it masculine energy, and it ain't. Ladies, feminine energy, we established this last week. Feminine energy is not about how dainty you look. It's not about them lobster claws that come off your face and how long they are. I know most of you think that if your eyelashes are out here like this and you blinking like this, that makes you look feminine, or that makes you feminine. That don't make you feminine. And I like that comment. I have couples that are same-sex couples. It doesn't matter what your sexuality or sexual orientation is. This applies. Two women, both of them are feminine, ain't gonna work. Two women, both of them are masculine, ain't gonna work. Feminine energy ain't about how long your lashes are and how dainty you are and having soft skin. This soft like foolishness, in one regard, is foolishness because the term soft life has been so much connected to material things. I don't have to work. I get paid a lot of money. We make a lot of money. I get to travel. I look to look nice. I look to be soft, but your attitude is from the pit of hell. Your attitude is rotten. And you talking about living a soft life? Ain't nothing soft about a bad attitude. There is nothing soft about a bad attitude. Oh my God. And yet y'all calling it soft life because you're pretty. You don't have to work and you get to go on trips and go to Dubai and this is soft life. But your attitude stank. You're not soft. Ain't nothing soft about that. So there's nothing wrong with masculine and feminine energy. The reality is many of you have been taught this in such a toxic way that you get tired of hearing people talk about it because you've never heard about it or seen it in a healthy way. I have. And when you've seen healthy masculine and feminine energy, you don't have a problem lining your life up with it. Doc, what's the point you're getting at? It's simple. Some of you got a problem with masculine and feminine energy because you ain't seen it work right. And it's going to be hard for you to accept something you have absolutely never seen work right yourself. Not this toxic crap you see on social media every day. Now, I want to say this because somebody said it on TikTok and they're right. Well, they're not completely right, but I get what they're saying. You know, she said, I don't want a soft life. I want a healthy life. And I love that. But you can have, ladies, a soft life. But you need to redefine what soft means. Soft, ladies, means being able to control your emotions. You know why? Because having emotions as a woman is one of the most powerful, sensual, awesome things that makes you incredible like you are. But let me tell you something, a woman that can't control them, a woman who can't feel her emotions without losing emotional control is a woman that is a renegade. And a strong man will struggle to trust a woman who can't control her emotions. You know why? Because at any given moment, he don't know what she will or will not do. Oh my God. So you can be soft all day, but if you always got an attitude and can't control your emotions and your temper, that softness go out the window. You just as hard as Mr. T. Oh my God. And the beautiful thing about a man that's walking in masculine strength, he might not look like want some breakfast or want some eggs with a wife beater walking around the house, but he's going to have internal and external strength. He's going to be able to control himself. He's going to have discipline, good character. He's going to be willing to speak up and say what he likes and what he doesn't like. He's going to make it clear. He's not going to talk out of one side of his mouth. Say one thing, do something else. He's going to be dependable. He's going to be reliable. You're going to be able to count on him. You'll be able to rest your stress in his consistency. That's a bar. Can you rest your stress in his consistency? The answer is no. He ain't as masculine as you think he is. So we have all of these misnomers about masculine and feminine energy that have to be healed so that we can see this energy the correct way. Or else, some of you men will not end up with feminine women. You will end up with women who are as hard as you are, or who have, a femininity that's grounded in toxicity, all about looks, all about appearance. Substance goes out the window. I'm telling you, from a healed man's perspective, you get to a point where you just get tired of seeing pretty women and that's all they got. What else you got? Oh my God. I try to tell some of you guys, when you meeting folks, you need to start meeting these people. You go on dates, you need to start meeting these women, and you just need to meet them. You don't need to be nothing fancy. Meet them at a coffee shop. If y'all gonna fly in the airport, meet somewhere, they don't have to have a whole bunch of makeup on. Just leggings, sweatshirt, that's it. You need to see what you got. Because femininity is far more than just looks. It's far more than just looks. And if you don't check for that stuff, you're going to find out that some of y'all just got a bunch of Barbie dolls. But the last time I checked, Barbie dolls are just plastic things you hold in your hand. That's it. Oh my God. A lot of these women claiming to be soft and feminine are just plastic Barbie dolls. Literally and figuratively. Oh my God. A lot of these guys y'all think are masculine are really your sons. Their temper is worse than yours. Their lack of emotional control, worse than yours. They get mad more than you do. Ain't no reason why no man should be walking around the house pouting more than a woman. Unless he's decided to be the feminine energy and she's going to be the masculine energy. Then that could just be your son. You can file them on your taxes and meet the April 15th deadline. I think you can get about 3,200 for a son. Go ahead and file them. Go to Etsy and get a bib made around his neck and put it around his neck and call him Bay Son. Oh my God. And then when you get knocked up, he can go ahead and be breastfed from you too. And that way, everybody will be on your chest. You don't need to pay for no more milk. He whine as much as you do. He cries as much as you do. Oh, and this is the big one too. I'm getting ready to get to my no show. We're going to get right into a chart. I ain't going to be long tonight, I don't guess. You know, one of the things that's really annoying me about this masculine space? I'm starting to hear a whole lot. And notice, y'all, before the trolls come, oh, I meant to tell y'all, if you see comments that are inappropriate, somebody saying something stupid, whatever, trolling, just put an eagle in the chat and just throw eagles up there because eagles fly high above birds. We don't come down on their level. And then my beautiful moderators, awesome moderators, April, Tiff, Caitlin, they'll see it and then they'll zap them out the chat room. They're really good. Quick trigger. But one of the things that I'm seeing about this masculine energy is shutting down. Let me explain something to y'all about masculine energy and shutting down. I want you to put this in your notes, put this in the chat. You're going to be the smartest person at the water cooler the entire weekend. Hey, fellas, ladies, men don't shut down like girls. Shutting down is feminine energy. Forget it. Just get a chart. This ain't even my notes. I feel inspired tonight, encouraged. Hold on. Just give me a second. Go ahead and get your white sheet of paper. Go ahead. This is an impromptu chart. I've taught this so many times, I don't even need it in my notes. Go ahead and get your chart, make a T. Y'all know the drill. If this is your first time, follow me. Where's my Sharpie? Oh, I'm going to elaborate. For all of you men that claim, I just don't talk. When I get mad, I keep to myself. Feminine energy. How you going to be a problem solver and shut down, bro? Huh? Name a CEO that a company is going down under the water and they ask for the CEO and he say, don't interview me because I can't talk right now. I got a process. No, you can't be the leader and shut down at the same time. And it's funny because many of you women are going to say, well, then, Doc, if he shuts down, what am I supposed to do? I guess you're supposed to take the lead. And then y'all going to blame me. Well, Doc, you telling her to take the lead. I am. Because if you don't want to talk, somebody got to pay the bills. Somebody got to move the ship. Somebody got to organize the house. Somebody got to make sure things are solved. Shutting down is feminine energy because you ain't solving nothing, not talking. This is why, ladies, you want a green flag in a man when y'all have an argument and that man pursues you to try to correct it. Hey, ladies, put in the chat if you think it's masculine that when you and your man or your husband have an argument and you're even wrong, but he pursues you to communicate through it so that he can get you back in check and get things back in order. Put a 1 in the chat if that's attractive. Hey, fellas, just look at the comments while I write. Since I don't know what I'm talking about. One, 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 a bunch of ones, one, masculine all the way, one, 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 one. And meanwhile, You guys have been taught through this toxic red pill crap that a man, if he gets mad, should just be quiet and be silent and don't say nothing and just let her have her moment and it'll boil over, and find your strength from within. Yeah, find your strength within. Sure. No problem with that. But if you think shutting down is going to solve a problem, good luck. Ain't no leadership in shutting stuff down. You look like all the reporters coming to your organization. You the CEO of a Fortune 100 company, and the company is getting ready to file for bankruptcy, and the reporters show up and they want to talk to the CEO, and the CEO sends a message, hey, tell the reporters I don't want to talk today. I got a process. No, they don't pay you as the CEO to process. Yeah, you need to process so that you can logically do what you need to do. But for many of you dudes to go days and shut down, oh, you would be shocked at the stuff that I hear. Make your tea. Let's just go ahead and I'm gonna just walk through some of the stuff. This ain't even in my notes. Are y'all supporting the show? Because it ain't going up if you're not. Make your tea. On the left side, I want you to put non-masculine. On the right side, I want you to put non-feminine. I'm just gonna bring this down to elementary tonight. Non-masculine, non-feminine. Let me give you some things that it ain't. I'm on the non-masculine side. I'm gonna go back and forth like Aaliyah. Non-masculine, shutting down. You ain't solving no problems with your mouth shut and your mouth poked out. And the crazy part is, I hear stories about men going days. Y'all had an argument over what to have for dinner, and the man goes 3-4 days and don't say a word to his wife. Are y'all serious? Oh my God. Y'all think I'm making this up. 3-4 days, and he ain't talking to her over the fact that they disagreed over dinner. So I got a question. If she mad and gets quiet, fellas, and you mad and you get quiet, how the problem gonna get solved? Doc, I don't know whether or not to leave the relationship or not. This list right here might give you an answer. I'm gonna give you some common non-masculine things and some common non-feminine things. I've never even made this chart. This is not even in my notes, y'all. I've taught this so many times. If you followed me, you know I have. So shutting down is very non-masculine, very feminine. You know what makes it feminine? Let's just put under it. Put the word under it in parentheses because it's emotional. When women shut down, even feminine women shut down because they've gotten upset with you, they've gotten mad with you, and they get in their feelings because they don't like something you said or did. It is common for them to just shut down. I don't want to talk to you. Don't talk. A woman might even block you. Oh my God. Let me just go ahead and give y'all a B. You know what? Second I'll give two feminine things because I don't want the men to start whining. Blocking. Hey, fellas, men don't block. Blocking is feminine energy. You know why? You guessed it. It's emotional. Blocking is emotional. And any dude out here blocking folks is acting like a woman. Oh my God. You know why? Because blocking is an emotional decision. I have to get on my women clients all the time about this. Doc, oh my God, Doc, they got on my nerves. They really hurt me. They really did this. So I just blocked them. Well, did that change what they did? No. Have they threatened your life? No. Have they been contacting you? No. Have they been trying to reach out to you? No. What you block them for? Because I just didn't want to see them. Yeah, I just said feminine. And dudes that block are acting feminine. If I could say it in Spanish, I would. Because it is another form of shutting down. And you not solving no problem as a man, shutting down. Oh, dudes block more than women. Dudes block more. Dudes might block. Nah, they don't block more. But it's about 60-40. Dudes be blocking just as much as women do. And I've done content on blocking. And people don't understand it because you got to be sitting in first class to get a first class principle. That if you go through a breakup with someone and you have to block them to move on, the blocking becomes a mechanism to try to control your thoughts and your emotions, which implies, much like validation, you are seeking for something outside of you to control something that's going on inside of you. Blocking ain't gonna help you get over nobody. You know how many clients I have that block people and then turn around and set up fake pages and spy on them and tell me, Doc, I blocked them, but I set up a fake page and I spy on them and I see that they're posting about me and how sorry they are. Wait, you blocked them? Yeah. So what you looking at them for? Oh, because you thought blocking them was going to help you move on. It's an emotional decision. This is why women do it more. But slightly, because some of you men are helping the men catch up. Now I get that because I see a question from a guy. I love when guys hit me with, I love this. What if she just says she needs time to see her journey? That's fine. Let her go on her journey, but you ain't got to block her. You don't have to block her. You know what makes a man strong in this space? Let me give you a better thing to do as a man instead of blocking. Exercise the discipline not to look at her page. You know why? You know why? Because discipline is a masculine trait. Structure, discipline, masculine trait. Do you have the discipline? She hurt you. She might be out here dating some. I've been there. She might be out here dating somebody else, posting them on their page, doing all of this stuff. Do you have the discipline to stay connected? You ain't got to unfriend her. You ain't got to block her. You ain't got to do none of that stuff. But do you have the discipline and the focus to get back to what you should be focused on? And don't worry about if she pops up on your screen or not. Yeah, you got it. You got it, brother. I appreciate that question. No, appreciate you. I really appreciate. I love when guys ask questions because guys are trying to get this right. I'm telling you, there is a wave of men that are in this healing space. I can't wait to do this dating show. I'm about to put some of y'all together. That men, men, men are starting to figure this out. That your strength doesn't just come from how you look outside; it comes in here. Blocking is feminine. Let me give you two non-feminine things that y'all think of are feminine, that you see a lot. Two non-feminine things. This is just gonna be so bad. Ladies, y'all looking. Arguing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Let's talk about some non-feminine things. Arguing. How you gonna be soft and all you do is argue every other comment. Oh, the women gonna get quiet now. Are y'all supporting this show? Let me see if y'all supporting, because this ain't gonna be no longer. I'm gonna take it down. Y'all think I'm playing? I am tonight. Doc, you always be threatening us. Okay, well, I'm tired tonight, which means my mouth is slowly about to get crazy. Hey, ladies, ain't nothing feminine about being argumentative. How you gonna be soft and you always gotta argue? Name one person who's soft and argues all the time. Name them. You know what makes feminine energy so soft and so powerful? That true feminine energy, for real, true feminine energy, when a man is upset with her and she's upset with him, true feminine energy has the emotional control to be able to express how she feels emotionally without getting worked up, so she doesn't look like a dude arguing with a dude. Oh my God. Thank you, Naomi, for your support. Appreciate you. And some of y'all can't read. This says non-feminine energy. The point of this chart is to talk about things that feminine energy shouldn't be doing. Which means if a feminine energy and a masculine energy is in an argument, which one should probably be more argumentative? It shouldn't be the feminine energy. Watch this. But a man's got to learn how to argue without losing his emotions. Does this make sense? No, some of you women like to argue like men. I said this last week. I'm going to say it again. When a man, especially a successful man, has a lot going for him and he's winning in life and in business, if he has children, he's taking care of his children, his family, he's doing the things he's supposed to do. He's got all of these things going on. The last thing he wants to do is come home and argue with you. And if he's a healed man, very important caveat, if he's a healed man, especially mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, the last thing he want to do is come in his house and you sitting there with an attitude being argumentative. But y'all think that's cute because Twinkle Twinkle and these other crazy folk have told y'all it's feminine to tell your man what you don't like and do this and argue with your man and fuss at your man. Go ahead, keep on. That man will leave you, find a woman that don't look as good as you. That don't look as good as you, may not make as much money as you make, but has emotional control, knows how to express herself without always being confrontational, and he'll settle in her. Go ahead and put under arguing confrontational. Y'all, I just don't mean no harm. If you go out with me and we at a restaurant and that food come out wrong and you with me and you my date, and as a woman you start going off on the waitress, I'm just gonna ask the waitress to bring us the check and I'm gonna just pay and we're gonna leave and I'm gonna just go ahead and drop you off. Oh my God. I don't want to take Baps to a 5-star. Don't no healed man want to take Baps to no 5-star. You can leave that gold tooth and that attitude at your house. And some of you women think that's cute. Ain't nothing cute about that. Let me show you how it's done. Because I've been in this position before. That food comes out wrong, and that woman gets upset. I had one of the sweetest things happen to me one time, a while back, where I was really hungry and I was waiting on my meal. It was around my birthday, and they brought out my steak. It was a tomahawk, and it wasn't right, and it wasn't all the way. It wasn't all the way cooked the way I wanted it to be. Medium well. It was way too medium. And when it came out, the lady I was with, she was upset about it. Said they didn't get your food right. I don't want them. This is your birthday. They didn't get this right. I'm going to tell them to take it back. You know what I did? I said, don't worry about it. I got it. She sat there. They came out. I said, hey, appreciate that 40 to great your support. They brought the food out, and when they brought the food out, I said, hey, sir, listen, appreciate the tomahawk. It's not quite cut. I said, look at this. And I cut it open. I said, look, this is too red. Can we get this either recooked so it's more medium well than medium? If not, we can just do something else. And she just sat there looking pretty. Not about to baps me in front of these folks. He said, sir, there's no problem. It's fine. It's not an issue at all. Do you want us to get you a brand new one? I said, nope, you don't even have to do that. You don't have to do the extra. Just take this one and let's just put it back on the grill a little bit longer. Can we do that? So yeah, did that. She just reached over and just rubbed my hand like this. Meanwhile, some of you women cut the fool. Let me see your manager. Where the manager at? I want the manager. Let me see your manager. I want the manager. Where the manager at? My man's steak is wrong, and y'all not gonna get my man's steak wrong on his birthday. I want to see the manager. Cut it out. Oh my God. And that's what some of y'all like. So non-feminine energy is being argumentative because it's confrontational. Let me give you another non-feminine energy trait. Since I got some of y'all getting upset, you about to really get pissed. If them lashes made you bad and baps and that gold too, oh, I got more. You ready for this? Non-feminine energy, non-listener. Oh my God. This is why I know some of you women will end up either with other masculine or feminine men, or you will be by yourself for the rest of your life. You know another non-feminine trait? Non-listening. Show me a woman that can't listen. I'll show you a masculine man all day. She ain't no woman. She's a masculine. Check the neck. Doc, you mean to tell me listening is a feminine energy trait? Yes. Oh, by the way, I said this the first week because some of y'all just now tuning in, and it feels like you've been slapped by a brick because nobody's ever talked to you this way. Welcome to my world. But I talked about this day one or part one. The reality is listening is actually a feminine energy. And all of us have masculine and feminine energy, which is why when you find a man who is a good communicator and a solid listener, you got the best of both worlds, where he is masculine enough to engage with you the right way, but he has the feminine skill of being able to shut up and listen to what you have to say. Oh my God. And some of this is so foreign to some of you women because you don't know how to shut up. And guess what? How are you going to be a receiver if you can't keep your mouth shut? Uh-oh. Did we not say that feminine energy receives, masculine energy gives? Well, if you're a feminine energy, how are you going to be a receiver and your mouth always running? This is why for some of you, your kryptonite, ladies, is just learning how to shut up. And let me help you. Just right under that. Can you shut up? Y'all ain't gonna like that. Don't tell me to shut up. Shut up. Can you shut up? You know what's so powerful about that? It's because when you're quiet, you can receive. And shutting up doesn't make you weak. What it does is it positions you to be able to receive, which is why a man who can solve problems but is also a top tier listener, you got a winner. We rare. Some of y'all can't shut up. Well, Doc, I'm too much of a woman. Somebody say on TikTok, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Gemini. I can't shut up. Well, that's fine. You've been a single one too. Because I'm telling you, don't no strong man want a mouth who's big, a woman whose mouth is as big as he is. And that's just a fact. Now, this is important because you don't need to be walking around here. You don't need to be walking around here quiet and receiving from men who are not healed or trying to heal. Some of y'all quiet around men who ain't trying to heal. They ain't trying to do no. I'm not saying your man got to be healed right now, but if he is putting in the effort and the work, then you need to learn how to be receptive to that. But some of y'all are connected to men who ain't putting in no work. They ain't trying nothing. And you walking around quiet. At that point, it ain't about you being non-feminine. We need a third category called crazy. Oh my God. At that point, we need a third category called you crazy. Got him. Y'all all right? Let me give you another non-masculine trait. Oh boy. I'm gonna go and make y'all mad. Cheating. Oh my God. Cheating is a non-masculine trait. I explained this 2 weeks ago that cheating is a feminine energy. And some of you women got mad because you just it didn't make sense. Go back and watch the replay while it's up. You know why? Because cheating is almost always an emotional decision. Cheating is rarely a logical decision, meaning you put your thoughts before your emotions. No. When you cheat, you let your emotions get the best out of you. And when we're led by our emotions, that makes us feminine. That makes us feminine. So all of you that are connected to men that can't stop cheating, that's got multiples and love to entertain multiples, you really have a feminine man. You don't even realize it. Thank you, Caitlin, for your support. I told somebody this recently. I told somebody this recently. I knew, yeah, I'm going to elaborate on it right now. I knew I was a lover boy for real for one reason. Now I want to talk to you lover boy, lover girls. I'm going to just go ahead and put this on both sides. Non-lover boy. Y'all do what I do. Put under cheating on that side, non-lover boy. And I'm going to put cheating over here, non-feminine, kind of. And I'm going to put under that non-lover girl. Let me explain why. We throw this term out there about lover boy, lover girl, this, that. Another word that we're screwing up as a culture. Because y'all think lover girl just means a soft, pretty girl that just like to be hugged on and kissed on. That ain't no lover girl. That just like kisses and don't like to argue. That ain't no lover girl. And you think a lover boy is the same thing. Oh, just a guy he likes to cuddle. He likes to listen to his woman. That ain't no lover boy. Let me tell you something. A big sign of being a lover boy, lover girl that people miss. A big sign of being a lover boy or a lover girl that people miss is that, and this is coming from a true lover boy. I knew I was a lover boy when the idea of trying to get to know 5, 6, 7 people at one time started giving me a headache. Oh my God. True lover boys and lover girls, it is hard for them to entertain multiple people. You know why? Because when they pour into a person of interest, they pour so much of their energy into that person that it leaves them mentally and emotionally, and in many regards, spiritually, scattered when they try to spread themselves around to different spaces. You're welcome. Oh my God. That was a worth at least 10 of y'all supporting right now. Let me just check to see, because y'all not supporting this show. Y'all ain't never heard lover girl, lover boy explain like that. This is why some of you know you are, some of you are a lover boy, lover girl, and you had no idea you were. But the idea of you having 3, 4, 5, 6 people interested in you at once, and you trying to entertain them and text them all, and you find yourself getting headaches, you find yourself stressed out, you find yourself just drained, and you just wonder, where is this coming from? It's because when you got real lover boy, real lover girl energy, and you heal mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you're not trying to spirit yourself everywhere. So anybody that's ever told you they're a lover boy or lover girl and they got a roster, they lied to you. Oh my God. They lied to you in your face. Yeah. Love you. My daughter gets out of bed to come to here to make sure I did something. I don't know why she thinks she's my mama. Anybody, oh my God. Anybody who has a roster ain't no lover boy, no lover girl. Rosters and lover boy, lover girls don't mix. I want you to write the word roster under it, each side, and mark it out. I'm a lover girl. Well, how many people you dating right now? I'm seeing about 5, 6 people. You ain't no lover girl. You spreading seed. Oh my God. You ain't no lover girl. You spreading seed. Because lover boy, lover girls don't have rosters. Why y'all not supporting this show? Support the show. And I'm not talking about, hey, y'all get offended if you wanna. I'm not talking about those of you that ain't got no roster because you can't have one. It's one thing to be on here bragging, talking about some. One thing to be on here bragging, talking about some. You ain't got no roster and you can't have one. I'm not talking about those of you that ain't got no roster and you can't have a roster. I'm talking about those of you that could have a roster tomorrow. but you have the discipline and the self-control and focus not to. Now, I get it, because this toxic celebrity culture we're in is then going to turn around and say, well, Doc, you should just marry. You shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. You shouldn't put all your eggs in one. You should have multiple choices and options just in case people don't act right. Thank you, Felicia. Felissa, did I say that right? Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Nicole, thank you, Nicole. Appreciate you. Here they go. Now y'all supporting. I appreciate it. This is free therapy and counseling for y'all. Doc, what is it like to work with you like this? Except it's worse in person. It's worse when it's just us on the screen. You don't believe me? Ask some of my clients on here. I talk just like this, except worse, in your face. Yeah, this whole roster thing. Some of you told, yeah, you should have more eggs in a basket than just one. Ain't nothing healthy about that. And lover boys, lover girls have to be focused in one space, and they're not going to spread their energy or seed all over the world. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This is the God's honest truth. I can just be transparent. When I went through my divorce, shout out to my child's mom. We're just great friends. I talked to her earlier before I got on tonight. Wonderful. But let me tell you something. When I went through my divorce, I had to fight like heck not to be a hoe. Oh my God. I did. Because when people start finding out, people was reaching out. I was getting random messages, random DMs. Hey, Doc, I hadn't seen you launch from folk I hadn't talked to in 20 years. Hey, Doc. Right. But let me tell you something. I learned real fast. I knew I was a lover boy when just having 6 and 7 people to text back at one time was starting to make my head hurt. No, I'm not built for that life. Now I know some of y'all are, and that's fine. Do it how you do it. But I knew I wasn't built for that life because it's just too much. Because how am I gonna get 7 people in first class? How am I gonna get 7 people to Anguilla? How? Because Doc don't just be going on regular dates. Doc don't just go on a date and we go to Five Guys. And it's cool if that's what you do. But if Doc gonna roll the red carpet out, how he gonna do it for 7 or 8? I can't. I'm not even spreading myself that thin energetically. It ain't happening. And some of y'all know what I'm talking, because some of y'all tried it too. You tried it. You had a couple. After about a month, no, I'm not built for this. I'm good. Never mind. Let me just focus on one or none at all. That's where I am. Because your focus, especially when you're a focused man, you got a lot going on. You would rather focus on your career than entertain multiples and be all over the place. I'm serious. I'm gonna get this dating thing going because there's a lot of men in the chat tonight, and this is really exciting me. I'm about to put some of y'all on this screen, and we're gonna do some matchmaking on some of these Thursday lives. I'm trying to go to somebody's wedding. I got 2 weddings to go to. Jonathan, shout out to Jonathan, and I got a student. I got a former student, Victoria, her wedding to go to. So I'm trying to go to some more weddings. Well, I'm just leave the rest of that part out. Oh my God. It's getting late and I'm getting tired. I feel it coming. Y'all, all I'm saying is you're going to know you healed You're going to know you're healed when you just don't have the energy to entertain multiples. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Look at y'all talking about some sign me up. See, how, okay, now don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Put a 1 in the chat if you're willing, if I would do a dating show virtual and maybe put 3 men on the screen, put 3 women on the screen. Put a 1 in the chat if you would be willing to jump on the show and do this live on a Thursday. Don't lie to me. If you wouldn't, do a 0, because I need to know that there's no interest out there. I'm serious. Look at these ones. I'm telling you, fella, and the fellas are saying what? I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be fire. I'm telling you, I'm about to set it up. Doc gonna be the love doctor. The love doctor. So I'm gonna change my type. Somebody said nope. I appreciate that honesty. Somebody said nope. I need to know if somebody think they don't. Somebody's married. Good. I need all the 0 that's married. I got a man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody put a 1,001. I got a few 0s, but these are folks that clearly have people. I appreciate that. Monday talking about something here to be inspired. Y'all are crazy. Good. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm telling y'all. Just do it the healed way. Right? Just do it the healed way. Look at this. Folk on here talking about something. I got a healed man. No, 0. I love it. I got a healed woman. I love this. I love it. I love it. All right. All right. I'm going to hold y'all through this. When I put it out and 6 people sign up, I'm going to be pissed. Good, good, good. All right. Thank you, Ayana, for your support. Appreciate you. Let me give you another non-masculine trait. Y'all ready? Go back to your diagram. I'm trying to give you 2 more of each and then show you another bell curve, and I'm done. Another non-masculine trait. You ready? Inconsistency. Doc, should I leave? Should I move on? I'm giving y'all some things to think about right now. I don't know a masculine man that's inconsistent. I don't know a masculine man anywhere that's inconsistent. Inconsistency is a feminine energy. You know why? Doc, you really making the feminine energy look bad. No, I'm not. I'm speaking to the strengths of both sides. If you don't believe that inconsistency is a feminine energy, ask a woman what she wants to eat. Oh my God. No, for real. I'll blow my nose. Y'all be all right. Ask a woman what she wants to eat. Somebody put the dead symbol up there because y'all know I'm telling the truth. Doc, you gonna just dig on your nose on live? Yeah. I'm just like my authentic self. Somebody called me country recently. Oh my God, I can just hear the country in your voice. I am. This is what I am. Unapologetically. If you don't believe inconsistency is a feminine energy, ask a woman, and most women what they want to eat, and most women they're gonna be like, I don't know, and then they're gonna give you like 5 or 6 different options. I saw a video out about this. It was brilliant. A guy really gave the hack to this, where he said the next time you want ask your woman what she want to eat, when she gets in the car, she walks in the house or whatever, you walk in the house and say, hey, baby, what do you think about eating today? She says, I don't really know. Well, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Yeah, I was thinking about the new steakhouse. And then all you got to do as a man is say, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing you was thinking. Now, I get the strategy. Some of you have husbands. I appreciate that, Keish. Have husbands, you say they give 3 options. Well, here's the problem that I've had with that. When you give her 3 options, it stretches her brain out too much. Well, I would do this one, but no, I like this one because they got this, but the first one got no, that third. Keish, tell the husband I said, cut the options out. Oh my God. Nah, the better thing to do is just to put it on her plate and let her just choose. Hey, I was thinking we should go somewhere tonight, and I got a special place in mind. What are you thinking? And then Keish gonna tell her husband, you know, I wasn't quite sure, but I did have my mind on Ruth's Chris. And then you're gonna be, and then husband gonna be like, perfect, we're going to Ruth's Chris. And then it's solved. Keisha said, I'm not that indecisive. Right. I love it. All right. So non-masculine energy is inconsistency, not being able to show up the same way. I don't care what twinkle, twinkle, and sprinkle, sprinkle tell you. A healed woman loves a man who is predictable. Oh my God. Just put the word predictable under the word inconsistency. I know you toxic women think predictability is boring. I don't want no boring man. I don't want no man that I know what he gonna do before he do it. I don't want no man that I know how he gonna show up before he shows up. Speak for your toxic self. Most healed women I know love a man that they know they can count on. See, you just acting like a young teeny bopper. When you get some maturity and some healing about yourself, you will discover that it is very masculine and very attractive to know that them bills predictable. Oh my God. To know that them bills predictable. Oh my God. That emotional control is predictable. Oh my God. Their maturity is predictable. Oh my God. How they show up stable is predictable. Oh my God. How they can be counted on is predictable. Oh my God. How you ain't got to worry about them not showing up is predictable. Oh my God. Nah, Doc. I get bored, Doc, when he's so predictable and I know what he gonna do. Not to no healed woman. No, a healed woman gets turned on, knowing she ain't got to wake up one morning and hit the switch and realize, oh shoot, the light bill ain't been paid. Mm-mm. She don't have to wonder if he coming home. And some of y'all foolish women like that. You like dudes where you have to wonder if they coming home. That's because you immature, you probably a little young, and you not healed. But healed women, oh, they like to know, yeah, well, my husband typically gets off work about 6, and he might run an errand or two or whatever. But normally by about 6:30, 6:45, 7 o'clock at the latest, he come walking through the door. And then if he doesn't come walking through the door, it ain't a worry about what is he doing. He has proven himself to be so consistent that when he breaks a trend, your first thought is not cheating, your first thought is concern. This is so this is so elementary and basic. I really feel bad teaching this because I feel like everybody should know it. Her first response ain't cheating. You know why? Because he don't have no track record of inconsistency. You don't show her first track record is, oh my God, something must be wrong with her. So then you're gonna get a text. Or you might get a call, baby. What's up? Oh, nothing, sweetheart. I ended up making an extra stop, but everything is fine. And I'll be there in a second. Oh, okay, because I know it's a little late, and this is typically not your pattern. When a woman starts complimenting you on your pattern, fellas, here's free game. When she's complimenting you on your pattern, you are establishing a trend of consistency with her. When you do that, you can get whatever you want. Oh my God. But if you late from work, getting home from work, and you ain't got no pattern of consistency established, and you show up late, first thing sis gonna think about, he must be over Jenny's house. Oh my God. To some of y'all, he might be over Jared's house. Oh my God. Consistency, absolutely. I love that. Let me give credit for that. Sarah Sabrin on TikTok. Let me give credit for that. She said consistency makes a woman feel safe. She's telling the truth. When that woman knows he is predictable and reliable, she ain't worried about nothing. She's not worried about how that man gonna show up, if he gonna even show up at all. That's the least of her concerns. That's the least of her concerns. I like that. Look at what Pisces said. I'm about to put Pisces on somebody. I ain't never met him, but I'm about to put him on somebody. Pisces, I'm like Pisces. Bro, Pisces Instagram, shout out to you. Bro, Pisces says, I turn my location on for my lady. You know, and this dumb, toxic red pill would call that simping. Not me. I turn my location on and I check in. Hey, hon. In other words, if I normally get home by 6:30, 7:40, I'm using that as an example. I work from home. But let's just say I was working in the office. If I normally get home from about 6:30, 6:45, but it looks like I'm going to be running late, I don't have her at home guessing. Oh my God. No, I just pick up the phone. Hey, baby, I'm running a little bit behind. I got to make one or two other stops. You need anything while I'm out? Nope, I'm good. All right. I'll see you in a few. And I make sure my voice is extra deep when I call. This is what grown, healed men do. Let me give you another non-feminine trait. This should be obvious, but I think it needs to be talked about. Non-emotional. Oh, God. Non-emotional. It is very much a non-feminine trait to be non-emotional. I'm talking about all you women that try to act hard. Don't nothing turn on no heel man. There ain't nothing about a hard woman that turns on a heel man. Ain't no need of both of us having a deep voice. Ain't no need of both of us having hard feet, even though I don't have hard feet. But if you with a man that does, ain't no need of both of y'all having hard feet. Ain't nothing attractive about a non-emotional woman. I'm hard. I don't cry. Get off me. Or you try to put up this facade of being non-emotional because you don't want to you don't want to look weak. And meanwhile, you come across very much as standoffish and aggressive. Don't no heel man want that. Take your aggressive self and them eyelashes and go find you a feminine man. Oh my God. Now, if your voice, look, I hear you, S Breezy. If your voice is, because to me, I think the best deep voice I think I've ever heard, well, not personally heard, but heard on TV, T-Boz. T-Boz from TLC has a deep voice, and that's different. It's deep, but it's sexy deep. Oh my God. So unless it's like a T-Boz kind of thing, you know, yeah. But some of y'all women, your voice is Barry White deep. It ain't supposed to be Barry White. Why? Because you're trying to be hard, non-emotional. I'm gonna put in parentheses under this, i.e. hard. Ain't nothing feminine about being hard, emotionless. Don't want to cry because you don't want to be seen as weak. You don't want to be seen as somebody that's a pushover. No, you don't even realize that the strength of your femininity is being able to embrace your emotions, but to embrace them under control. Thank you, AC Griffith, for your support. One of the underrated keys to your femininity is being able to embrace your emotions, but under control. But to do it under control, which means you shouldn't be passing out crying every day. You shouldn't be getting yourself into a fit and a rage and then bursting out into tears from that fit and rage every day. It might happen every now and then, but every day? No. No. And if you're new to my channel, here's the breaking news. Man, woman, woman, I don't care who you are. I get everybody. Some of your favorite past podcasters, present and far, were never this fair. You can take that how you want it. Non-emotional. Don't no man want no hard woman. Y'all don't like when I say sure woman, do you? Hey, I'm just whatever you are. I'm equal opportunity right here. Let me give you one more trait of each. Then I'm going to try to do a bell curve to demonstrate something, and then I'm done. Let me give you one more non-masculine trait, and I'm going to give you one more non-feminine trait. Oh yeah, deep is probably the wrong word. Really, the word is raspy. Raspy. I'll tell you who has a raspy voice. Um. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She's an incredible singer. Um. She's an incredible singer. R&B neo soul singer, and is not coming to me for nothing right now. Macy Gray has a nice voice. Toni Braxton has one, but that ain't the name that's coming to me right now. Jennifer Lewis does. I see a lot of people saying Jennifer Lewis. Oh my God. I would have to go through my playlist because it's Layla Hathaway. Ledisi has a nice voice. Layla Hathaway, though, that's on that Ella Fitzgerald kind of level where Ella wasn't raspy, though she could do raspy tones. Y'all just don't get me onto that. I'm telling you, man. It just don't even get me on that. Yeah, you can have a raspy voice and be feminine. But I'm talking about some of you some of y'all, you so hard, your hands look like you've been changing transmissions all day. Oh my God. Because of your attitude and your disposition and your posture. And you are slow to want to make up. And when a man does try to make up with you, you arms folded, mouth poked out. Don't no man want to penetrate through all of that? I have no problem with a crybaby woman. As long as she's got emotional control. You don't need to be crying every day, all day. But a crybaby woman, ain't nothing wrong with that. Because it's a good chance that if she's feminine and be crying, and when things bother her in life, normal things, and she's able to regulate her emotions there, there's probably some other places. There's probably some other times when y'all are interacting. Sade. Sade definitely has a deep voice. There's probably some other times where y'all are interacting that if fellas, you doing your job, you might see some tears there too. And let me tell you something. I say more? I like Lauryn Hill's voice too. Raspy. Does it make sense? Appreciate that, Michael Fella, supporting the show. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate Appreciate that. I love when men support me. I do. It means a lot. I'm gonna go to bed because I feel like I'm getting out there. I got one more for each, and then I gotta show y'all the bell curve, and I'm done. All right, y'all supporting the show? I'm serious. Boy, a woman that cry in that space and she feminine? Good God. You be finished, and the first thing you do is go grab your wallet and be like, here, just go on. Enjoy yourself for the day. Oh my God. Just go. Just enjoy yourself for the day. It does something to a man. I like that. Pisces said, let it out, stink. That means I be encouraging. Go ahead, baby. You can do it. Cry. It's all right. Daddy gonna hold you. Oh my God. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what it is. I mean, especially if you have choked her into tears. Oh my God. Got him. And I'm gonna just leave that right there so we can keep this rated PG. Y'all got to know how to, you got to learn how to coach her. Never mind, forget it. Coach her, you got to learn how to coach her through. And ladies, when you have a masculine man, you got to learn how to coach him through. All right, the last non-masculine trait I'm going. I'm just trying to help y'all. Maybe I'll do a live after dark, but that one gonna probably have to be subscriber only, because I don't even know if y'all ready for that level of conversation. Some of y'all never see Dr. saying, healed don't mean you slow. Oh my God. Healed don't mean you ignorant. Oh my God. And healed don't mean you don't know what you're doing. Oh my God. Non-masculine trait, last one. After dark would be unbearable. I don't even know if I can handle after dark with some of y'all comments. Y'all not ready for that though. And this is the problem for all of you stuffy, doc going too far people. That's the problem. Your church, your synagogue, the places you go to worship, they force y'all to get married. They make y'all get married, beg y'all to get married, and they don't teach you how to stay married. That's the problem. And I teach my couples how to stay married, especially if both of them want to do the work. So you get married and your marriage goes down the drain because you don't know how to keep it together. Some of you men and women, you be shocked at just learning how to talk people through stuff. What that'll do to your marriage. Everything in your marriage boring. Everything. From the bonnet on your head to his unpedicured feet to your silent physical engagement. Everything bored, from the rooter to the tutor. Meanwhile, some of us are talking, know how to talk people through it. Use your imagination. Last non-masculine trait I'm going to give. Let's see what we got here. Shutting down, blocking, cheating, inconsistency. Oh. How can I leave this one off? This one probably should have been one. Instability. Ain't nothing stable about being an unstable, ain't nothing masculine about being an unstable man. Will it be up? Depends on if they support the show tonight. I need them to support y'all to support the show. Why y'all calling me tipsy? I ain't tipsy. This is how I teach. I say stuff that your counselors and therapists and coaches are afraid to say. That's why I'm one of the best in the business. People don't like it when I say that. Get over yourself. I'm in first class. Instability. There's nothing masculine about an unstable man. Which means, man, you ain't got to make $400,000-$500,000 a year. You ain't got to be able to fly around in private jets. If you can do that, great. Nothing wrong with that. Somebody told me a story about that recently, and it really just turned me on, and it got me pumped up about how she was flown around. She's been flown around in private jets, and it was no, jealousy or envy from me as a man. It actually got me to a place where I was like, I see myself being that guy one day. But you don't have to do all of that and make all the money. You just need to be stable mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. You don't have to be rich financially. You don't have to have a 8-pack physically, but you need to be stable mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. Because this stability thing works hand in hand with this predictability thing. That the extent to which you are stable is this extent to which you will be able to be predictable. The extent to which you are stable is the extent to which you are able to be predictable. Just put under the word instability, not solid. Masculine energy is solid, y'all, not solid. Masculine energy is solid. And that's what masculine energy looks like. It is non-masculine to be unstable, which means, fellas, if your career ain't what it needs to be, I told 2 men this last week, and this ain't coming from a place of judgment. This is coming from a place of experience. I told 2 men last week that if you don't have yourself stable mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, the last thing you ought to be doing is trying to get a phone number. Sit your tail down somewhere. You have no ability. You have no business trying to get numbers and go on dates if you're not stable. And I ain't just talking about financially. I'm especially talking mentally, emotionally, spiritually. If you ain't stable, you ain't got no business dating. Don't no stable man got no business dating, and for that matter, don't no unstable man have any business dating, and don't no unstable woman have any business dating either. Stability should be the foundation for all of this stuff, y'all. Both sides. Does that make sense? It should be happening on both sides. Stability. It's what builds the foundation. Another final non-feminine trait, and then I'm going to show you guys a bell curve to show you what I mean. Okay, what I got? 10:59. Y'all give me 20 more minutes. Let's do 11:20 tonight because I can't do a part 4. All right, y'all with me? If you are, fill it up with heart. Support the show really quickly. Any stability. Great question on TikTok. Are we talking about financial stability? No, any stability at all. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially. Hey, y'all, TikTok, while I'm writing this down, go ahead and hit that heart button. We need to get up to 100K likes tonight. And it's a shame that I'm even asking this with 331,000 followers on TikTok, though I'm shadow banned. But thank you, 185 of you that are tuned in. Hit that heart button for me. Let's get that number up to 100K real quick. Let me put another non-feminine trait on here that is non-feminine that people think is feminine and it ain't feminine. Arguing, non-listener, cheating, unemotional. Oh, oh God. Oh God. Ooh. Can I say this? This is gonna shock you. Another non-feminine trait that some women think is actually feminine, stubborn. Oh God. Oh my God. I'm about to lose 50% of the women on the live. Hey, y'all, here's the breaking news. Being stubborn is actually a masculine trait. And I'll prove it. Because when a man needs to solve a problem or masculine energy has problems to solve, it takes a layer and an element of stubbornness and being able to kick against the grain and to go against what's being thrown at them and to push beyond it to sometimes get problem solved. When a woman operates in stubbornness, she's acting like a dude. Oh my God. Doc, I've always had to fend for myself. I've always had to be for myself. I've always had to stick up for myself. Those are beautiful things. I absolutely praise women that have had to get it out the mud, especially if you are a single mom, or mom that's a single parent, and you've got a child or you've got children, and you've had to be the leader, the mom and the dad and the provider, and get things going and things move and solve problems and da 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 da. You've had to push beyond limitations and be stubborn in a regard to be able to solve problems for you and your family. And you should be commended. However, but if you want a masculine man, you're going to have to turn your man down. Oh my God. I don't care if it's a defense mechanism. I don't care if it's something you had to do. I get it and I honor it. But hear me. If you want a masculine man, you're going to have to turn that. You're going to have to turn bro down. You're going to have to turn bro down. Or else your stubborn self. Oh, I've seen this. You take a woman that's stubborn and get her with a man that's stubborn, you talking about some arguments. Oh my God. Let me see. Let me see how many women are honest enough to admit. Let me see how many. This is a really good question. Mama, great question. That's her name on here, but that's a really good question. How are we supposed to know how to be women when all our mamas are the bros? And that's she's right. And this is why if you're going to break those cycles, you can't repeat those patterns of mothers that have set that for you. That's not healthy. It's not appropriate in all circumstances. And notice the mamas that are bros either have men who are feminine, or you guessed it, they don't have no man at all. The moms that are bros that raise some of you women, they either got husbands or boyfriends that are feminine, or they don't have a husband or a boyfriend at all. And when that man shows up in his man, and this is important. This is important. I'm not talking about not being uh, 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 standing up for yourself with a man that ain't healed and ain't trying to be healed. I shouldn't have to quantify this, y'all. I shouldn't have to quantify this every time I say something, but I do realize that the content of my or the context of my content is being healed. So I don't mind repeating it. When I talk about a woman turning down her man, you need to turn down your man for another masculine man, not for a feminine woman. Not for a man that's not operating in his healed masculine energy or trying to be healed. No. Because you're going to take your hands off the wheel. He ain't got no hands on the wheel. And both of y'all going to end up in the ditch. But when you see that that man is masculine, you can go and start turning that manometer down. Go ahead, put in the chat, turn your manometer down. Your manometer, manometer, whatever way you got to say it. I'm talking about when the man, y'all stop trying to quantify everything I say. I'm talking about when that man shows up healed. He show up healed and you still stubborn. I'm telling you. I'm telling you from experience that if a man is in his masculine and he's stubborn because he's going to solve a problem, he's going to get to the bottom of something, and then that woman being equally stubborn, oh, you talking about some arguments. You talking about some arguments when you got a stubborn man and a stubborn woman in the same room. Yeah, it's going to be some furniture moving up in there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Turn that man down. Get that bass out your voice. And be open. All right? Y'all get another blank sheet of paper. Let me try to explain something to y'all real quick. I've got notes for this, but I don't have. How am I going to do this? Let me see. Let me play. How am I going to do this? Yep, I can do it that way. All right, y'all follow me on this one. This is going to be a little bit different. Y'all with me? Y'all supporting the show? I hope y'all supporting the show. I want you, and it doesn't have to be an equal T or an even T. I'll explain. But I want you on a piece of paper. I want you to turn it landscape. And I want you to give me one vertical line. And I want you to give me one horizontal line. Oh, I could just go on this. I could do this masculine, non-feminine list all day. You know what? When a man is unstable, it's hard for him to be happy for his woman. It's hard for him to see his woman do well because his woman then will become competition. An unstable man, his woman will become competition if he doesn't have his own stability. Oh my God. This is why some of you are competing with your men because they have become your competition because they're not pleased with their own life. When a man is not stable, he ceases from being your man. He starts to feel like he's your competition, and that creates strife. Oh my God. I could talk from this list all night. Ladies ain't done with you either. Don't no masculine man want a non-supportive woman that he feels like she's also competition. If he's out here trying to win for y'all, but you get tired of hearing about what he got going on, everything that he does has to be feel like it's a threat against you, so you feel like you have to one up it. You can't be his greatest cheerleader and fan. Eventually, he'll start to look at you as the same, as no different than the people out there that he got to overcome. One thing about a healed man, he'll never be intimidated by a woman that's doing well. A healed man will show up for his woman, cheer for her. She winning in business, winning in career. She's doing all this stuff. He'll throw parties. He'll show up at the events that honor her. He'll be there in his black tux with his butterfly bow tie. He gonna be in all this, and he gonna cheer for her. And then when he get her home, he gonna appreciate her on a different level. Oh my God! And one thing about a healed woman, she loves to see her man win. She don't get tired of his wins. She don't get tired of seeing him win. She don't get tired of seeing him on top. She don't get tired of seeing him always coming through. No, she be over there cheering. My baby, my baby. And she be like, I got a real prize for you when you get home. Oh my God. I want y'all to make a T, but kind of like this, kind of slanted, right? You see how the line is not dead center? It's kind of over here. One line from the top to the bottom, one line from the left to the right, or right to left, whichever way you write. I'm going to try to do this, and I hope I do this right. I want to explain something. Now, I'm not leaving this up if 20 people don't support the show after I share it. You know why? Because what I'm about to share probably should go in a course. Speaking of, if you have not signed up for my course, Spring Cleaning and Healing, guess what? Not this Saturday, but next Saturday, my 5-week course, every Saturday in April, the first Saturday in May. It starts next Saturday. And I would love to see you there. Okay? I would love to see you there. If you took the course at the beginning of the year, or you are a subscriber, you have a code, a special promo code to get a special percentage off that 5-Saturday course with me. You're going to probably learn more in 5 Saturdays than many of you will learn in a year of therapy. It's going to be great. All right. Everybody got this? Let me hurry up because my moderators be having bedtime. They be getting on me. And the Saturdays are going to be different times. All right. This is what I want you to draw. Let me see how I'm going to do this. Okay. This is what I want you to do. Oh, wow. Thank you, Angela. She's already supporting you. This is what I'm about to give you. What I'm about to give you is going to be powerful. And this actually just came to me today. And I'm going to share this, and y'all are going to be like, wow. Watch this. Try to draw this right so I don't have to draw it over. Okay. It's a little sloppy. I want you to draw a bell curve like this. Okay? Up, down. It's a little sloppy. I'm not an artist. Bell curve, just like this. Okay? At the top of the curve, I want you to do a dash like that with the letter M. At the top. Okay? A dash at the top with the letter M. And I want you to do a dash at the bottom with the letter F. Y'all got me? Dash at the top. Dotted lines are fine with the letter M. Dash at the bottom. Dotted lines with the letter F. Dash at the top with dotted lines, the letter M. Dash at the bottom with dotted lines, the letter F. Okay? Okay? Now, yeah, this drawing is horrible, y'all. Y'all forgive me. All right. What I want to explain to you, because we talked about from the first part, we talked about how um, every energy has both energies, right? So a man has masculine and feminine energy, and a woman has feminine and masculine energy as well. However, it is the extent to which you lean to one or the other that determines what your dominant energy is. But we all have masculine energy in us, we all have feminine energy in us, but we all ultimately have a dominant energy that is either dominant masculine or dominant feminine. Okay? Now, I want to explain something to you all that's going to throw you. And I'm going to try to get this right. Okay? I'm going to try my best to get this right. Oh, wow. 73 and enjoy listening to you, waiting on my book to arrive. How freaking awesome is that, Ruth? Thank you. So, let me try to explain this. Understand this about a bell curve, that anything that is too extreme is typically not good. Let me say this. Anything that is typically too extreme, typically is never healthy, right? Which means if you date a man or you're married to a man and his masculinity is way up here, he's on this level, you would naturally think, well, wow, that's great. But here's the problem. If his masculinity is way up here, how much feminine energy does he have? In other words, think about the things that are feminine. How open is he? How great is he a listener? How emotionally grounded and connected is he? If he's way up here, those traits are going to probably be a little bit minimum. Would you all agree? Does that make sense? Thank you, Nicola. Nicola, I appreciate Nicole. I'm saying it right. Right? If the same thing applies for feminine energy, that if that woman is all femininity, which you would think that's great. Oh my God, she's emotionally available. She's sweet. She's a great listener. She's caring. She's non-argumentative. She's they'll say she's all those things, but she's so feminine extreme that she has no logic, no ability to solve problems, no ability to read the room. That's not all the way good either, is it? I had a revelation on 50-50 that blew me away. I had a revelation on 50-50 that blew me away. That maybe, just maybe, the new 50-50 is energetic balance. Y'all hear me out. Give me 6 minutes and I'm done. Maybe the new 50-50 is not about who paying the bills and who make how much money and who doing whatever. Maybe the new 50-50, yeah, this is a levels word. It is. Y'all better be supporting. I'm taking it down. You better screenshot everything you can. Maybe the new 50-50 is energetic balance. What do you mean? Well, that man who comes up with masculine energy, maybe he should show up about here. Maybe he should show up about here. Here. Instead of here. Instead of showing up maxed out masculine, show up here. Why? Because the difference between these two lines will account for the feminine energy that he brings to the table. Watch this. If that's true for the man, then maybe the feminine energy should show up here. This is next level. I'm telling you, I'm counting 3 people have supported since I started this. I need at least 17 more. I'm taking this down. Y'all not getting this for free. Not because I need it, because some of y'all don't invest in your own well-being. I mean it. Look at this. Maybe the woman should show up here. Watch. She should show up here. Not all the way maxed out on the curve, but show up here. Why? Because the difference between the max curve and the new line gives her the opportunity to be in some of her masculine. The things that will allow her, thank you so much, Kenyon, for your support. The things that will allow her to tap into that masculine side that she has as well. Now, watch this. If the masculine energy doesn't show up maxed out, but does show up here, he is 75-ish% masculine, 80%. No exact science. I don't even really want to use science. Let's just do majority. He is majority masculine, minority feminine. So he's still in this dominant masculine trait. And the woman is majority feminine, minimum masculine. So at the moments and times where she's needed to be logical and a problem solver and things like that, then she's able to do that. Watch this. The distance, y'all. Look, oh, this is just so simple. Notice this. The difference between this line and this line is here. Stay with me. The difference between the max line, max maximum, max feminine is here. But when they both come in predominantly masculine, but open to their feminine, the max line is here. This is, I feel like I'm talking over y'all's heads. Watch this. Which line brings them closer? Which line brings them closer? Is it when they show up as their maxed out version? Or they show up as the majority version of who they are, masculine, majority feminine, but with room to engage in the weaker energy? This one puts them closer. Let me help you. What I suggest to you is that the new 50-50 is when the masculine and feminine energy show up as their dominant energy, but they make room for the weaker energy that they have inside of them in order to close the gap between them and their partner. Y'all, this is what keeps relationships together. Now watch this. I ain't even done. I got 2 more lines to show you, and then I'm finished. Because there are more derivations of this. You ready? This is the best option. Let me find a red Sharpie. This is the best option. This is a bad option. Let me show you another bad option. What happens? Golly, man, this is just easy as pie. This doesn't make sense. What happens when that man, masculine energy, shows up to his full capacity, and that feminine energy shows up to that healthy capacity. We're going to call this line the healthy line. Right? When you come in at that 80% point, we're going to call that the healthy line, not too extreme. But what happens, y'all, when the masculine energy shows up maxed out? He all masculinity, not in touch with his feminine side at all, and that woman shows up healthy. What happens? Notice that line ain't as bad as this one, but it ain't as good as this one. Y'all don't get me started because I really, oh my God, no, let's not do it. Where is this line? Definitely ain't as good as this one, but it ain't as bad as this one, which means you're gonna have some problems here. When that masculine energy can't be open to the side of them that is feminine, because we all have both energies. So it's all masculine, but then that feminine energy is showing up as a healthy version of them. Notice that line is longer, which means the distance between them is still wide. They can connect. They can absolutely connect. But notice that distance is wider. Not a good option. And let me give you a final line. This should be obvious. Yeah, that's when you get the macho man that thinks he's just all masculine, this, da, 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 da. But you have a woman who is aware of her femininity, but at the same time, she is trying to be open and engaging with a man that has no awareness. That scenario makes sense? Oh my God. Let me give you another bad one. Let me just go on and do it on this side. Here's another bad one. What happens when the man shows up as the healthy version of himself, tapped into his masculine, aware of his feminine, and tapped into that, but that woman is all feminine? Look, y'all, what happens when that man is tapped into his masculine, but he's also aware of his feminine and tapped into that too, but that woman shows up all feminine? Guess what? It's the kind of narrative you hear. It's the women that say stuff like, I'm having my way. Oh my God. Meanwhile, all they are is feminine. They have no self-awareness about the other side, no logic, no ability to solve problems, none of that. They just having their way. Showing up completely unaware of both sides of this coin. This is where the spoiled relationships land, where she runs over him because he is masculine, but he's aware of his feminine, but she perceives that as being weak. So she thinks she can just take advantage and do what she wants to do. Handle him any kind of way, talk to him any kind of way, treat him any kind of way. And because he tries to be open and receptive, he may take it for a while. That's what you get here. This is the line of the user. Good God. Oh my God. Guess what, y'all? Not a good idea. Notice this line, that line, both of them are shorter than this line. This line is the only line that brings the two energies closer together. The healed line is the only line that brings the two lines together. I don't know how much more plain to make this. Does this make sense? This makes sense at all? The line of the user, the line of the delusional with max masculine energy, max feminine energy, the line of the healthy, and the line of the chauvinist. Does this make sense at all? Oh boy. Oh, well, I'm done. I don't have nothing else. Was this helpful? Let me go ahead and put my Herbie Hancock on this. You know, it's all original material here. Was this a very practical way to understand something? Was this practical? Good. I see churches. Thank you. This makes sense. Y'all support the show. Listen, I gotta go. It's late. I'm tired. Real quick, I need everybody to share the tour flyers. Houston is coming up in 2 weeks. I need to sell about 40 more tickets in Houston. I do. I need to sell about 40 more tickets in Houston. So if you have not grabbed your ticket for Houston, I need you to do that right away. I've got it on the screen on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. TikTok, I wish I could show that here. But share the flyer if you can. Click the link in my bio. Get your ticket. If you got friends down there, grab a ticket for them. Make sure that you encourage them to come. All right, that's big. I need about 40 more tickets sold in Houston in the next week and a half. We need to make that happen. So I want you all to support the show. The tour stop in Houston. Really excited and proud of Desiree. She's doing a wonderful job in Houston. Working with a very limited team there of volunteers, but she's doing a great job, and I'm just really grateful for her and her drive and commitment. Also, DC, if you don't have a ticket for the DMV, make sure you do that right away. Those tickets are moving pretty well. We've got a VIP option. This is the first VIP option that we have here. Pleased to say that the lady that makes my hats, that made my hat, this hat rather, she's making me some more. Her daughter is the one that painted that picture. We had that revelation last week. They're going to be at the DC stop. I can't wait for everybody to meet them. I can't wait to meet them personally as well. It's going to be awesome. I'm just so excited for them. So excited for them and looking forward to meeting them. And so make sure you support DC as well. Again, if you have not signed up for spring cleaning and healing, you should see that on the screen. Make sure you do that. This is not going to be a very big course. In fact, I think it's capped at like 15 or 20. I'm not doing a lot of people for this course. It's intended to be intimate and small. So make sure that you do that. No part 4 next week. No, I am done, Quan. I cannot do a part 4 next week. Hopefully people support tonight because I would love to keep this up, and I'm serious. This is just golden stuff here. This is the kind of stuff I teach in my courses. And this stuff is just you get this kind of stuff, it changes your life. And so make sure you support the show. Let me also say, I mentioned spring cleaning is something I feel like I'm leaving off. Excuse me, it's not coming to me. Well, my calendar will hopefully be open for new clients, maybe late May. That sounds like a long way away, but we will be in April in a couple of days. So mid to late May, I think my calendar is going to be open for new clients, mainly packages. I'll have some individuals available. Yes, I would love to have you guys join. If you've never joined any of my sessions, make sure you do that. Somebody said that thumb is now. Oh wow, TikTok. Let's go ahead and get that up to 100K. Thank you, LaShawn. Yes, let's relieve LaShawn because she's been pressing. Let's get that up to 100K. I remember a day when I wasn't shadow banned on TikTok, I would have 1,000 viewers on TikTok alone. It's crazy how I've been shadow banned there. Let's go ahead and hit that, double tap that button, or however you do it on TikTok. Let's get that up to 100K just to see if it does anything for the algorithm. But I appreciate all of your support. The 5 areas of healing is back in stock. There was a slight shipping delay with orders that have come over the last week and a half with packaging. Some of the packaging that not some of the packaging that I use that we put the books in to ship them off comes from out of the country. And I really believe I'm starting to get caught up. My team is getting caught up in this tariff stuff because the places that we've been ordering it from have been on back order and delayed. And I believe it is due to some of these tariff conversations that are happening between America and some of the other countries, which is just kind of crazy. It really is, y'all. And so it's my hope that we can get some orders out, if not this weekend, by early next week. I'm just still waiting. We're still waiting on some more packaged things to come in so that they can be shipped out. But I believe we're caught up in this tariff stuff, and it's wild. It really is. Um, and really out of our control, but we will absolutely do what we can to continue to be make things available. Will there be interpretation, ASL interpretation for what stop? We are asking about needs um, in all of the cities. If you sign up for a ticket, there is a brief survey that we ask you to complete if there are any special needs. And so if we see that the interpretation need is possible or needed, we have connections in most of our cities where we can make that happen. And so if you get a ticket, make sure you complete the survey that asks if you have that need to verify that. When does the orders from February get mailed out? They should have been mailed out, Janny. The only ones that have not been mailed out from February, if any at all, are the international ones. And that's because we had a back and forth with the Postal Service about that. And so if you ordered in February and you're not an international, meaning non-USA order, you should have received your order right by now. So just send an email to info@zebthethird.com if you have it. All right. And you're non-international, info@zebthethird.com. And the folks that have ordered international, you received a message about the back and forth with that. So you know. All right. All right. I think I'm done. I think that's all the announcements. I need you guys to support. You will see. Yes, it is. It is in the registration, Michelle, and that's important. We had a very good conversation with the site coordinators at the beginning of the tour about this, and that was one of the things that was mentioned. And so, once we see that as a need, we are absolutely going to be doing that. I see people here. I am an ASL interpreter, Doc. So thanks for asking about that need. I appreciate it. And if you all are ASL interpreters and you're going to be in any of those tour cities and you would love to volunteer your time, I would love to have you. Please send an email to info@zebthethird.com. All right. The date in DC is the second Saturday in DC. It's Mother's Day weekend. All right. I'm just answering some questions randomly, y'all. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the rest wishes. I really appreciate it. I'll have them, Janny, look to see what that email is about. Sent you an email to info and never heard back. So I'm assuming it's under your name. I'll have them pull it out, and I'm assuming you're non-international. All right. So if you're non-international and you sent that back in February, I'll have that researched and see what's going on and why there hasn't been a response. All right. I'm done. Oh my God, I reach out to you for one. Okay, good. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. The date in DC again is Mother's Day weekend, and Houston is April the 12th, I think it is, or something like that. Yeah, it is. April the 12th is Houston, and I got an exciting addition to announce about Houston. I can probably go ahead and throw this out there now. There is a restaurant there that has a restaurant lounge that has opened its doors through their connection with our site coordinator, has learned about my work and has opened its doors for a post event after the tour talk. I think it's going to be like a 2-hour event. It's a meet and greet where you'll be able to get books there. I'll be there. We'll have our own special section and just be able to engage and talk, and there'll be food there and everything. So that's all going to be added to the back end of the Houston stop. So it's gonna be powerful. Um, I've been so blessed on this tour so far to be blessed by so many complete strangers, people I'd never met, never seen a day in my life, that have learned about my work. And so after the talk, there will be a brief get together after that, and just excited. Already got a chef that's preparing me some lamb chops. So Doc is on cloud nine. It's going to be great, but I'm looking forward to meeting all of you. Please get out there if you're in the Houston, Dallas area, Texas, anywhere near. Get there. Ain't too late to book a ticket, a flight if you need to, but I would love to see you there. All right, I gotta go, y'all. Peace and blessings. Have a good night. Thank you, TikTok, for the 100K. Yes, y'all are so freaking amazing. I appreciate all the wishes. Thank you, TikTok, for your hard work tonight. All of those tapping you've been doing. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Peace and blessings. Support the show. It's 11:40. I'll be up until midnight. I got to check on my family. Support the show. And if we've supported well by midnight, we'll leave this up and we'll post everything online on our stories. Love you. Praying for you. Peace and blessings. Have a good night. Talk so.